Very good morning to everybody. Welcome back to 7th Standard Science. Let us continue with the Unit 4 Cell Biology. So in this video we are going to study what are the different types of cells present in humans, and these human cells are related to function. So previously we studied by different videos what are cells and how an organism is derived from the cell, right? So we studied multicellular organisms, unicellular organisms, few examples. Right. Now here we are going to study human body consists of different types of cells, and these cells all are having specific functions. So human body is made up of different kinds of cells. Now what are these different types of cells? They are nerve cells, red blood cells, kidney cells, white blood cells, muscle cells, nephrons, neurons, liver cells. Different types of cells are there. So many cells are there. So now when I tell the names, time is not possible for that. Yes? So many number of cells are there. These different number of cells, different types of cells, they all are having specific function. Okay, so each type of cell is specialized to perform special function. So the nerve cell, they are present in the brain. So they are also called as neurons. They are present in the brain. So the brain cells or the nerve cells or the neurons, they are responsible for transmitting the impulses. Their function is to transmit the impulses from the brain to the spinal cord, from spinal cord to different parts of the body, etc. Yes, so conduction of nerve impulses is done by nerve cells. Now red blood cells. As red blood cells, we know the red color blood present in our body, it is because of the presence of red blood cells. So red blood cells, what is the role of red blood cells? It carries oxygen. The red color pigment is called as hemoglobin, and this hemoglobin, which is present in the red blood cell, is responsible for the transportation of oxygen from the lungs to different parts of the body, and from different parts of the body to the lungs, carbon dioxide is transported. Okay, so transportation of oxygen, carbon dioxide, hormones, vitamins, etc. All these are being circulated throughout our body with the help of blood cells. Understanding? Yes. So I mean to tell here, each cell is having specific function. Now kidney cells. So kidney cells are present in kidneys, right? They are called as nephrons. Now these kidney cells, what is the role of kidney cell? What is the function of kidney cells in the kidney? They are responsible for filtration of the blood. So blood will be purified by these kidney cells. They are acting as a filters. They are the filters of our body. They filter all unwanted toxic substances, and only wanted substances they take into the blood, and remaining unwanted substances they secrete out of they remove out of the blood, and they are secreted in the form of urine, goes out, excreted outside in the form of urine. Understanding? So that is the role of kidney. So kidney cells function is filtration, filtering the blood, removing unwanted materials from the blood. And these unwanted materials, the toxic or the poison substances, they are being excreted out in the form of urine. Understanding this? So the function done by the kidney cell will not be performed by brain cell or the nerve cell, and the function done by the muscle cells will not be responsible for the red blood cells function. Understanding? So each cell is very specific. Now muscle cells. So muscle cells are called as actin and myosin, and they are responsible for the contraction of our muscles. So whenever we do our different works in our day-to-day life, our muscles contract and relax. So this contraction, relaxation of muscles is because of the muscle cells, that is called as actin and myosin. Okay, so all these terminologies will come in, you will study it in your higher classes. Now timing, just understand that these different types of cells are specialized with the different functions. They have specific functions. Okay. Now, these cells do the special function function depending on their shape. They are having specific shape. They are having specific size. And they are having certain components inside the cell. Understanding? So depending on the cell can do specialized function. Cells can do its specific function depending on the specific shape of the cell, size of the cell, and the components present inside the cell. So, in all these cells, there may be same components, or sometimes there may be different components too. Okay, so regarding the components present inside the cell that we can see in the later on classes, now taking understand that cells do its specific function depending upon the size of the cell, shape of the cell, and the components present inside the cell. Okay, so when coming to the shape of the cell, some cells will be circular in shape, some will be coin shape, disc shape, some will be long elongated shape, some will be in the form of fibers, some are in the form of globules. Yes, so these all are different fiber cells. They all are different types of the cells. So different cells are having different types of shape. The likewise size also. The size of the cells also varies depending upon the function and the components. So I said different components are present inside cell. These components may be similar in all cells, or sometimes they may be different in different types of cells. Understanding? Yes? So hope you understood this video.